In this video, we're going to look at the worksheet binary ionic compounds. And in binary ionic compounds, we need to look to see if there are transition metals that are within the problem. So for instance, let's take a look at number 3, Li2O. When we look up Li on the periodic table, it's in column 1A. 1A means that Li is a 1 plus charge. O is in column 6A, so it is a 2 minus charge. So an O with a 2 minus. So we have an Li plus and an O2 minus, and that is the reason why we need another Li so that we have 2 pluses to match the 2 minus. The name will be lithium oxide. And I want you to note that there's no Roman numerals because oxygen does not have multiple charges. It's in column 6A. It can only be a 2 minus charge. Moving forward, I'm going to put the ions down the left-hand side so that we'll have more room for the names. Let's take a look at CuF. CuF, I'm going to put Cu down, and then when I go find Cu, it's in this transition metal section. So when I look it up on its oxidation state chart, it can be a 1 plus or a 2 plus. So at this point, I'm going to hold off on putting the charge for Cu. When I look up F, it's in column 7A, which we know is a 1 minus charge. So 1 Cu, 1 F. F is a 1 minus charge, so that means in this case, Cu must be a 1 plus. So when I look up Cu, we can see that 1 plus is an option. So when I write the name of copper, I have to include a Roman numeral 1 because it is a transition metal with multiple charges. So we end up with copper 1 fluoride because the element from the periodic table, just like oxygen changed to oxide, fluorine changes to fluoride. Then on the other side of the periodic table, we're taking the names into the formulas. Question number 10 is boron chloride. When we look up boron on the periodic table, boron is a 3 plus. So boron with a 3 plus. Chloride, IDE, came from the periodic table, column 7A. It's a 1 minus. So it looks like we're going to need 2 more Cl's to match the B with a 3 plus. So then this becomes 1B with 3 Cl's, BCl3. Then looking a little bit further, here is lead 4 sulfide. A Roman numeral V is a 5. A 1 before it is a 4. So lead 4 would be, we look up we look up lead and it's Pb. So we go Pb with a 4 plus. Sulfide, IDE, it's an element from the periodic table, column 6A, it's a 2 minus. And now, a Pb with a 4 plus and an S with a 2 minus, we end up with another S with a 2 minus so that the charges balance. Ionic compounds, the charges should always cross out, so a 4 plus needs 2 minuses. Note when I write the formula, it will not include any Roman numerals. So it's just Pb and then 2 S's. Pbs2. I hope this helps with understanding binary ionic compounds and moving from the formula to the name, also with a transition metal, and moving from the name to a formula, also with a transition metal.